Hello, Internet. I am Emery B. Puchel. You probably have no idea who I am, and that's okay, because just suffice it to say, I'm a longtime supporter of Raw Dog Screaming Press, and I am here to tell you about their GoFundMe campaign to sponsor up to two authors for their writing retreat in Hocking Hills, Ohio this weekend, December 5th through 7th. And in order to convince you to help give a little bit, wanted to discuss the importance of networking. First, my credentials. I have done proofreading, copy editing work on 10 novels. I'm also the co-editor of this little gem, Death to the Brothers Grimm, with the lovely Kate Jones, published by Omnium Gatherum Media. And more importantly, in reference to Raw Dog Screaming Press, it features author and editor John Edward Lawson and the lovely Jessica McHugh, who has also done a video in support of this campaign concerning the importance of writing spaces and having a dedicated place to get your inky work done. And I got to thinking about it, and another important facet of a writing retreat, beyond providing a almost clean slate, if you will, for getting things done as far as a isolated environment, you also have the chance when it's a retreat, because there will be many people there. Well, not many, but handfuls. I don't know, but suffice it to say, it's an opportunity to network, which in today's publishing environment is incredibly important. Because while this is extremely cliche to say, it's often not what you know, but who you know. And not just in the, dropping names to get you further, but developing a support structure of people you can go to for advice and question about, hey, have you heard about any potential markets? Because while we live in a wonderful age of information, very often the answers to some questions just can't be found. Like when I first got started doing copy editing and proofreading, there's not a lot of ready information to say what kind of rates should one charge. It's very difficult to find. It's very hush-hush. But if you develop a good support structure of other editors and authors, you can ask about that and find out what their experience has been. What have other people charged they have gone to? Also, what to look for when you're reading through contracts. I didn't go to law school. You probably didn't go to law school, unless you're one of my relatives. I do have some lawyers in the family. But legalese is its own separate language, which does not always mesh well with the words that we play with on a daily basis. But they can help you, to figure out who should you look out for, who's provided a really good experience as far as getting your work submitted and getting back to you, and rejections and all that. Just so many unanswered questions can be answered if you get out there and network, which is difficult for someone like me, because while I am faking it for this video, I am usually very introverted. I don't like to go out. I don't like to do a lot of stuff. I just like my books. I like to watch the occasional movie, maybe binge watch a season of this, that, or the other. But a writing retreat provides an opportunity for me to break out of my shell in a comfortable environment and learn new things about publishing, about writing, about the craft, which is not something that most people can do. I mean, there are many writing circles in a lot of areas and writers' networks. In my home state of North Carolina, there is a statewide writing network, but that gets expensive. And a writing retreat, while this one is pricey, and we certainly appreciate every last penny that's being donated to further this cause, it's a little more direct and a little more, shall we say, intimate, as far as, being able to talk to people and learn new things and find out what to expect. Because getting the hard part of writing is, of course, getting your book on paper, getting your story on paper. I mean, that's if you can get that done, the rest of it is relatively easy. That's not to say that it's by itself easy. You've got to find markets. You've got to send out those submissions. You've got to put yourself out there and say, hey, I've got this unique thing I put a lot of work into, and I want to share it with the world. Can you help me do that? And having that support structure there of like-minded people who understand what you're going through and have maybe already crossed that path is more valuable than any sort of ginormous contract you could get with one of the really big publishers, at least in my opinion. So, in closing, because I need to keep this relatively short, please donate to the GoFundMe. I will try to put links down here, but this is my first internet video, so this might take a minute. And remember to utilize all the tools you have at hand to get out there and talk to authors. Generally, most of them are pretty cool people. The ones I associate with are very, very cool people who are very free with their knowledge and experience, and I'm not saying that's going to be the experience for everybody, because, I mean, Lord knows, Stephen King wouldn't get anything done if he let his fans just beat down the door and say, hey, how do I do this? But, at any rate, network. And join us this weekend, Hocking Hills, Bourbon Ridge Resort, December 5th through 7th. Yeah, so that's all I have to say on the subject. So goodbye for now, Internet. I'll do weird things. Ooh, because I'm a creepy guy. Anyway, take care. Thank you for being super supportive, and check out rawdogscreamingpress.com for more information about the retreat and their GoFundMe page for more information about the scholarship. And have a wonderful day, week, night, whatever time period you'd like to insert there. Thanks.